I think we're rolling. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the start of a beautiful weekend. We're out here in one of my favourite places of home here is the garage. And we're on to episode 4, getting our electric scooter rolling. If you go back to the previous episode 3, we basically tested all the battery and the battery management system and everything. We bench tested that, had wires running down to here, and we also put the battery on charge, and that at that point tested out just fine. The battery's been on charge since episode 3, which is be 2 weekends ago now, and I haven't touched the scooter ever since. Everything's just been sitting down here, still wired up. Everything's all still plugged in, and we've got a green light on the charger. I don't know if the camera's going to reach down there, but it's down there. There's a red and a green light. So basically the BMS, once the battery management system thinks the batteries are charged, it will disconnect its circuitry from the charger, and the charger unit, when it detects no load, it basically brings on the green light. So that's all happening just fine. Today's goal is to just throw everything together onto the scooter on the deck here. We're not going to button everything up, simply because the barley paper, or fish paper some people call it, and the blue sleeve shrink wrap that encases the battery and whatnot, those items come out of China, and they took, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks to get here. So I don't want to start closing up that battery pack until I'm certain this is going to do what it was designed to do. So basically we'll get it out on the track here. We're on the Waikato River here. We'll take it on the river trail. There's 2 bridges heading that way. Second bridge, well, there's many bridges actually, but we're only going to go as far as the second bridge. The second bridge has got quite a hill climb there. It's not a long one, but it is steep and it is short. So we'll make sure it goes up there. We'll make sure there's no fuses are going to pop. No wires are going to mount. It's not going to go up in smoke, that sort of thing. And so I'll make sure it can do that. And all going to plan, we'll come back. And if I can convince my wife to jump on the back. When I bought this scooter, I can't remember the exact specs, but I do know that I made sure that this thing will carry the 2 of us. The back seat is an accessory that I purchased for this. And yeah, we'll get her on there if we can. And we'll take it for another ride. And we'll see how the day goes. And if that all goes to plan, we might start buttoning things up, or at least wrapping the battery pack up so that I'm not getting tingles in my fingers and whatnot when I'm handling it. So that's the goal. I'll take the camera in later so we can just show you before I start disconnecting everything. And yeah, lots to do this weekend. I've got to we've actually got no we've got transport. We don't have transport. We don't have car transport. We've got 2 cars here. Both of them are kaput. So I need to start fixing one of them, and it's probably going to be this one. That'll be another project, and all going to plan. We'll get that online as well. Our Mini Cooper out here, sadly that's kaput as well. That's another project, but let's talk about that at a later time. So right now, let's get this out on the track and take it for a spin. And I do intend to bring you along for the ride, so let's do that. So this is the tray which the battery cradles in, so let's just drop that in place. Now I should probably beef those wires up a bit. Yeah, go back to my episode 3, I think it is. What you're seeing me doing here is nothing's changed. I'm just beefing up the wires so a little bit heavier gauge, because we will be loading up the scooter by riding it around. So it's going to be drawing a lot more current. So other than that, it's exactly the same. This is just quick and rough, because we just want to test that, everything's going to be fine before buttoning everything up. So it's our connector that will plug into the bike. It goes to the charger. We'll just tuck that away somewhere. But anyway, let's try and get this into there. So that's actually that's the bottom. So let's try and get that into there. Actually, let's unplug that. It's goes to the charger. Give us a little bit more space in there. So let's put that fuse back in. Fuse going in now. So that we shouldn't be able to do that. So. We should be good to go. Yeah, let's hope I don't lose this fluffy dead cat thingamajig. Okay, let's get up this hill. We're going to go to mode 3. Jet ski down there towing a, I don't know what it is, an inflatable vessel. Just the mirrors here. Right, let's go. Microphone is falling into my pocket. A bit of I think I'm going to have to go and stop somewhere and adjust this mic. What I really need is some kind of a string or something and just put it around my neck like a necklace, I suppose. Let's just pull up here and try and adjust this microphone. Bloody crap thing. Knowing my luck, I'll get back and there won't be any audio at all, which has happened. Let's try that. Let's see if our camera's still there and hasn't fallen off. It's all good. Just to the right of me there is the golf course, and that's actually where you see a lot of this same scooter that I'm on here. Yeah, they use them in the golf course because they've got the fat tyres and they don't destroy the turf. Can't see any there today. I'd like to get a nice gentle bell, just let the pedestrians know that I'm coming up. It's got a horn on here, but that seems to give people the heebie-jeebies. So another thing for the shopping list. I'm coming up to First Bridge. Hi. Yeah, my cat a drive over that, eh? Yeah. yeah. Yeah, I'm just testing this thing. It's done a bit of a repair job. Just gonna, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up. There's a bit of artwork down there on the pavement. Oh yeah, so what the nice lady is saying is on the other side the bridge was done by primary school kids, and on this side was done by high school kids. He's just doing some repair work there. I really hate this microphone system. It's okay if you got tight clothes and everything stays where it is, but if you're like me who likes things a bit loose, anything just flops around. I'm going to head to the second bridge. Got a bit of a hill climb there, and we'll see what happens. This just drives me up the wall, man. Maybe I can put it on my helmet. Maybe that's the answer.
Hi there.
Hello. Looks a bit dorky, but no, well. As long as it works. Yeah, people don't seem to mind me on this pavement, on this thing. A little bit bigger than most vehicles you'll see on here. But I'm sure if it was a gasoline vehicle, it would annoy people. So if you remember on the previous episodes, the battery management system or the circuitry had these whole bunch of wires coming off, monitoring cell voltages. So should one of those wires come off or one of those cells become disconnected, the VMS will say, hey, something's not right, and the whole scooter will shut down. So the fact that we're moving along, the BMS is doing its job. Now, the great thing about this scooter is because of the tyres, it's just brilliant on places like this. A little bit rattly. It's got a bit of play in the what do you call that, steering column? That's what's rattling. Been like that since new, but yeah, it'll just soak up the bumps. Perfect for the islands, which is where this thing is going. I've got a little dog on the back of that bicycle. Oh, it's okay.
Can you get around the corner?
Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you.
I only said I'd go to the second bridge, but having a little bit too much fun right now. We'll just keep on going. A trail back there that'll take you to BP gasoline station. There's also Subway there. There was another trail up ahead that'll take you there, which was the ideal place, but it's currently closed. I believe because construction of an apartment complex. Yeah, I might turn back in a minute. I don't know how long this camera's going to last. We'll find somewhere and stop and we'll just check the camera. Yeah, this trail here can come along here, well I used to, and get Subway, confectionery, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm going to turn back. One thing the scooter does not have, it doesn't have regenerative braking. I'll say that again, it doesn't have regenerative braking. Meaning when you're going downhill or coasting or whatever, it doesn't take advantage of the motor to generate power and charge the battery. I think these tyres could do with some more air in there. When you corner hard, you can feel the tyres compressing. Yeah, everything looks good so far. I'm pretty happy. We can start buttoning this thing up, and there's actually a couple of other things I want to look at. The scooter does not have a speedometer or an odometer. So I don't know the total distance this thing has travelled. It's got a problem with the daytime running light. It simply doesn't work. The main light is fine, so I might look at purchasing another instrument cluster, something that'll give us at least speed distance would be great. It's going to have to pick up something from somewhere, a sensor on the wheel or some signal from the motor or something to get the odometer happening. So I wouldn't mind getting that all tidied up, and then also where the speed controller unit is housed, right down there by my feet. It's ugly as hell, man. It's just, yeah. The ugliness is not, you know, not that much of a concern as much as the lack of waterproofing down there. So that's another thing I might look at, is building a better enclosure down there to keep everything watertight. The scooter going to the islands, she rains pretty heavy over there, so I think that needs to be looked at. Just going to circle around here. There's a little nice park back there. I'll just have a look at the camera. Picnic area, they call it. Go out here in the sun. Right, let's check the cameras. I remember seeing a sign around here somewhere. I think you're supposed to dismount here and walk across.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. It's quite tempting, isn't it? Let's go hooning through there. That play in the column is terrible. Yeah, very popular, this trail. It goes all the way into Hamilton City. And the village where I am to Hamilton City is about 22 kilometres. It's 22 kilometres on the road, so the road is sort of a clean sweeping road. But this is probably more because of the fact that it's windy and stuff. Yeah, I could probably pass them no problem, but I find some of them freak out a little bit. They think you're taking up more space than you need to. So I just keep out of their way, basically. So when I bought this scooter, I remember in the specs was saying something like it was electronically limited, speed limited to 50 kilometres an hour. Now I've since learned that I don't know how they can say that because there is actually no monitoring of the speed at all. They can limit the power, but yeah, the speed. Hey. see people on bicycle nowadays, and you don't know if they're partial electric or what do they call it? Acoustic bicycle, non-electric. It's very hard to tell these days. But a lot of them, you know, they're doing quite decent speeds. None of them are huffing or sweating or nothing. I have thought about getting a trolley for this. I think in the islands it would be perfect. Ride it down to the markets, put all your groceries in the back. Don't need a backpack. The problem with having a passenger behind you is the person doing the driving, they can't really have a backpack since it'll be in the way of the person behind them. So yeah, I might look at a trolley from behind. I'm thinking I probably won't ship this overseas until maybe the middle of next year. So got a bit of time up our sleeves. I feel like I'm shouting. Just the wind in my ears makes me think I need to shout in the microphone. I don't really know if that's the case or not. We'll soon find out when I get back to the computer. Everyone's having another corridor.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to get past?
No, that's all right. I'm happy to just sit here and chill.
Chewing the fat. Thank you. What's all that noise?
Oh, Chad. Yeah. Dude got no helmet, nothing. Yeah, I've got an electric stand-on scooter, and I tell you, man, I wouldn't get on that without a helmet. Less stable than this thing. Require a bit of skill, those things. Well, the dead cat's still on the mic. I was pretty sure that thing was going to fly off in no time. But it's still there, so that's good. I'm still having so much fun, I think I'll go into the village. Oh, what was that? Mind you, the weather's turning, so since I don't have any covers over the electronics, it might be best to just go home, I think. Quite relaxing. I think those are chestnuts. Yeah, chestnuts. Waikato. Just on my left is where we started the test there. We'll just carry on a little bit. Those are e-bikes for sure. You just got up there, no problem. Well, I think that's it. Turn the cameras off and head home.